Hello and welcome back. My name is Lauren. I am a certified holistic sexuality educator and the owner of Sex Ed for You. And on this YouTube channel, we like to answer your questions about sex, intimacy, and relationships. And today's question is in line with all three. So today's question is about how do you keep sex and intimacy alive in a long distance relationship? This is one of my favorite questions because I myself have been in a long distance relationship, and let me tell you, it was actually a fantastically fun and arousing time for myself and my partner. So let's go through just some bullet points of some fun ways to keep sex and intimacy fun and exciting in a long distance relationship, okay? So number one, this was something I had never seen done before, and now I encourage all my long distance clients to do this. Start a Google Doc. Now, not just any Google Doc. This is your sexy Google Doc, okay? These are the ways you're thinking about each other. These are the things that turned you on in the world around you. This is maybe a sexy fantasy that comes to mind. This is something you want to do to your partner the next time you see them. This might actually get a little emotional some days. I know with my partner and I, there were some times that we struggled being apart. And we did not wish to become codependent on the other in this season of long distance. So what we would do was instead take to the Google Doc. We would start a new page, we would give it a title, struggling with fill in the blank today. Write all the emotions out, knowing that the other receiving partner, when they had space and time and capacity, would sit with these emotions of their dear partners and read them and hold space for them and then respond appropriately. My friends, I think that this Google Doc trick of expressing my emotions freely and openly without fear that my partner would be overwhelmed by these emotions, because I trusted that he would read the Google Doc only when he had capacity to receive it. I swear that this technique benefits us today. So this is my number one tip for continuing to build intimacy while you are long distance. Utilize a Google Doc. Okay, number two tip for intimacy is buy a card game. There are so many on the market right now. Here's a couple that come to mind. We're Not Really Strangers, the Intimacy Card Deck by Best Self, the Esther Perel Where Should We Begin card game. There are so many on the market now. Each of you buy a deck at home. Then pull a card on a FaceTime, on a call, on a Skype or a Zoom session, whatever is your flavor, and ask one another these questions. These times apart where you are growing as individuals should be a time of learning and discovery for you two. I know with the Intimacy Card Deck, for example, there are different layers of questions. There's hot and spicy questions. There are childhood questions. This is an incredible time to get to know each other while you're apart. Utilize it. Okay, so that's my second tip for intimacy. Now, for sex. Yeah, it can be a little more difficult to be intimate with a partner when you are not together physically. But my friends, if there's anything that technology has given us, it is so many ways to be creative when it comes to sex and intimacy. So there are many sex toys on the market these days where one of you can have the sex toy on their person and the other one can have an app that is controlled from far, far, far away. I'd encourage you to look into these in the show notes, which will be below. You can click the link which takes you to our website, which can take you to a couple of these digital toy options. So that's number one, get exciting with the toys, okay? Another thing is to utilize sending each other different toys that you want to see your partner use on a FaceTime call, on a Zoom call. Here's the reason behind that. Anticipation and longing. There is such a neat element when we know that our partner thought about us. Right? Send your partner a cute pair of panties and say, I can't wait to see these on you. Send your partner a pair of high-heeled shoes and say, I can't wait to see you strut around. Send your partner a pair of handcuffs and say, I can't wait to see you bound to the bed. Okay? Now, There's gonna be different things, obviously, that are happening. Your own bodies aren't gonna get to touch, but this is a perfect time for mutual masturbation. So let's bring this to the forefront. I think another beautiful thing about being separated from your partner physically is it is a perfect time to enhance your personal masturbatory practice and to enhance your comfortability with your partner watching you touch your own beautiful body. This video is being produced in the month of May. May is masturbation month, so it's a perfect time for this to come out. Masturbation is one of the safest and most beautiful ways to express yourself sexually. It is an incredible way for vulva owners to understand how it is that they prefer to orgasm. And for people with penises, it is an incredible way to take care of their sexual selves and to perhaps practice the elongation of their sexual practice. I've been getting really nerdy recently on our masturbatory practices being learned mostly in our juvenile years, and so therefore they are rushed and hurried and secret. We gotta come as fast as we can. Well, what if you and your partner see who can last the longest? What if it becomes a challenge of, can my partner watch me masturbate and comment on my incredible body while I do so? Or are we masturbating at the same time? It's another incredible time to bring in ethical porn, my friends. If you guys are watching the same hot and steamy video, it can be a really fun thing to be touching your own incredible body at home while on a FaceTime, while watching ethical, beautiful porn together. These are some of my favorite tips. I should sing the Sound of Music song. I would love to talk to you and your partner more about any other specific tools that you two could use, or y'all can drop your suggestions below. Make sure if you have questions like this one, that you utilize our Google form. You can find it in the caption below, or you can send me an email at lauren@sexedforyou.com and I can send you the link. Or if you don't mind having your name revealed, you can send me an email at lauren@sexedforyou.com or a DM on Instagram and just lay your question out in the email. We've had it done often. Again, I am Lauren, certified holistic sexuality educator and owner of Sex Ed for You, and those were my tips for keeping the intimacy and sexual tension alive in a long-distance relationship.